Hi everybody, it's Honest John and it's time for another Sports Talk video. So first, let's get the scandals out of the way. The NFL has released tapes of former New Orleans Saints coach Gregg Williams in a pregame speech encouraging players to try to injure opponents, even suggesting that they go after their knees, their ACLs, which is anterior cruciate ligaments, a very common football injury. Look, good clean hits are a part of football. But what he was talking about goes beyond the bounds of sportsmanship and decency. These tapes make it clear that the suspensions handed to the New Orleans Saints were entirely fair and warranted. Looking forward to next season with all of the turmoil that's going on, it'll be very interesting to see what the effect is on the Saints, especially since some of their players will be suspended for at least a couple of games to start the season. And then there's former Arkansas coach Bobby Petrino. Now, he had an affair with a former volleyball player, his own business. Well, now his wife's. But what he did was he hired her to work in the athletic department without revealing that he had a relationship with her. And then 4 days after he hired her, he got in a motorcycle accident and tried to cover it up because he didn't want his relationship exposed, because she was riding on the bike with him. So it all came out. Petrino got fired, and I'm sure his wife is fit to be tied. The public part of the scandal might be over, but it's just about to get real interesting for Bobby Petrino. So now that that's over with, the NBA playoffs are about a week and a half away. Miami fans are worried sick. Their team has no depth. The big three still haven't figured out how to play with each other. And LeBron James' legendary collapses at crunch time hang over the team like a dark specter. LeBron is spectacular for the first 3 quarters, but he's invisible in the fourth if the game is close and critical. When the season started, the Heat were overwhelming favorites to win it all. Now there are serious doubts that they'll even make the finals. And last year's champions, Dallas, are struggling. Yeah, they'll make the playoffs, but they're not going to do any damage in there. They let their team be taken apart after winning the championship last season. J.J. Barea is gone, who was a heavy contributor, and Tyson Chandler is now with the Knicks. Mark Cuban is a great owner, but letting the team get dismantled like that, he was sleeping at the switch. And the NHL playoffs have started. Now, hockey is the least watched major sport in the United States, no doubt. But nothing matches the drama of sudden death overtime in the NHL playoffs. Every rush down the ice, every shot can end the game, and they keep going until somebody wins. I once watched a game that went 4 overtimes. The crowd was physically and emotionally exhausted. The announcers were going crazy. It was amazing. In golf, after his win at Arnold Palmer's tournament, many people thought Tiger Woods was ready to recapture the old magic and dominate the PGA once again. But he got to the Masters tournament and folded up like a cheap tent. I doubt he will ever again be the force he once was. He's still an amazingly talented player, but he doesn't have the confidence he once had, and nobody is afraid of him anymore. And finally, it's the beginning of baseball season again. If ever there was a symbol of hope, it's opening day of the baseball season. Every fan believes that somehow, some way, this is his team's year. And baseball has such a long season that it takes a long time for those dreams to die. Last year, the Red Sox kept me hoping up until the last game of the season, before choking like dogs. But here I am, back again, full of hope and optimism. I can't believe what an idiot I am. Thanks for listening.